Mwahahahahahahahaha. All right, Tomcat. All right, time for answers for these composite figures, which are all you have to do is you know how to do volume, length times width times height, and you just have to make them into two different cubes, two different prisms, and then you add them together. Luckily, the drawings on these are pretty clear to show you the different figures. Let's figure out the answers. I'm going to use my calculator. Yeah, why not? Why the great thing about recording these beforehand is that when I swear by accident, I can just hit stop, start again. This is like my 15th attempt to do this. Not true. First one. Number 1, page 968. Hold on. So many messages. Give me 10, I'm going to say, to my friend who just flew to New York City in the middle of all this. And I have to find out how it went. Okay. I'm ignoring my phone. That's the problem with using a calculator on the phone, because then it's like, oh, I got a message from so-and-so. Oh. And then my cat is like, I want to use the phone too. First one. All right, we're going to add up we're going to do the bottom prism, which is 126 times 11, which comes out to 1,386. So I'll write that down, 1,386. And then to that, I have to add 2 times 9 times 5. I'm going to multiply the 2 times the 5 and get 10. Add that, multiply this to 9 is 90. So I just have to add 90 to this. And my answer is going to be 1,476 cubic centimeters. Cubic. You notice, this is something that we haven't talked about. Oh, that is a mess. My finger did not work. Okay, from here to here is 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. When it is area, that's also 2 centimeters. What do we do to make area? We multiply this times this. And that would be 4 square centimeters. Let's get that little 2 there. And now we're going to do volume. And this is also 2 centimeters. Why not? And we're going to find the volume. We multiply length times width times height. 2 times 2 times 2. 8. 8 cubic centimeters. And you put a 3 up there. It's cubed. That just says it's space. 3-dimensional. Number 2. We're going to... Hold on 1 second. Pause. Talk to the cat while I go get a paper towel. All right. Hope you and the cat had a nice conversation. Boy, this red marker. Okay, number 2. It's got 2 composite figures. The bottom one is 8 times 6 times 5. The top one is what? 3 times 5 times what? It's 3 times 5 times 6. Because when you look at the bottom here, that 6 is the same as that line there. That's our missing piece. So 8 times 6 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 times 8 is 240. 5 times 6 is 30. Times 3 is 90. Add them together. 330 is the answer to number 2. Number 3. 3 sections in number 3. And the bottom you got 3 times 4 times 2, which is of course 24. There's 2 of them though, so add another 24. And then the top one is what? 12 times 2 times 4. It's the same thing as the previous one. You have to look below it to find the third thing, the third edge. 12 times 2, 24 times 4. 4 times 24 is what? 96. Thank you. Add those all up. 48 plus 96 is 144. 144 is the answer number 3. A gross. Remember, 144 is also called a gross. It's so gross. Number 4. The bottom, you got 9 times 5 times 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 9 is 180. And the top, you've got 4 times 5 times what? 4 times, 5. 4 times 5 times 5. 20 times 5 is 100. That's easy. 280. So next one, number 5. Oh, that's a weird one. 11 times 6 times 4. And the other one is 7 times 3 times decimal 1.5. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 times 11 is 240 plus 24, because it's 24 times 10, plus 24 times 1. 240 plus 24 is 264. 7 times 3 times 1.5. 7 times 3 is 21. Times 1.5 is the 5. It's a 10. It's a 2.1. What is it? 31. Sorry, I ran out of room. 31.5. How many decimal places you got? 1, 2. 31.5. Add that to that. 264 plus 31.5 is 295.5 cubic yards. No, cubic feet. Sorry, I'm missing, but yeah. Number 6, top one is, oh my goodness, 11 times 9 times 4. The bottom one that gives you the base, so you just have to multiply 384 times 5, which means I'm getting out my calculator because I don't want to multiply 384 times 5. I mean, I could if I wanted to. So could you, right? You know how to do that. 384 times 5 equals 1,920. Should I do this one in my head? Oh, yeah, I can do this one. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 times 11 is 360 plus 36, 396. Because when you multiply by 11, you multiply by 10, which is easy. And then you multiply by 1, which is easy. And you add them together. Now I have to add these two together. Oh my goodness, that's a 6. 9 plus 2 is a 1. Carry the 1. 3 plus 9 is 12. Add the 1. 13. Add 1. 2,316 square yards. Cubic yards. Cubic, because it's 3 dimensions. Number 7. The base is 21. Its height is 2. 2 times 21 is 42. The top is 2 times 3 times 3, which is 18. 42 plus 18, is that what I'm doing? 60. 42 plus 18 is 60. There you go. Okay. Answers for the second page. Mrs. Stafford, find the total volume of all the blocks. So you just have to add them all up. But you got 3/8, a 12, and 2 16s. 16 plus 16 is 32. 32 plus that 12 is 44. 3/8 is 24. 68. 68 cubic inches. Would all the blocks fit in a shipping box? It depends. And so therefore we don't have to answer. Take that, math book. 9, which one? Compare them. If it was a rectangular prism of 3 times 7 times 3, it would be 21 times 3, 63, which is way bigger than this one, which is a measly 14 plus 21, 35. This is smaller. This is smaller than the other one they mentioned. Which one doesn't belong? Which one is not a composite? We can assume that that one is not a composite, and we're going to draw it so it is a composite with my red marker. Look, now it is two rectangular prisms on top of each other. How can I find the volume of a composite figure? How do you do that? You find the volume of each section and add them together. That's it. Kat and I say goodbye.